Hello there. Like a lot of you, I started drawing when I was very little. As kids, we love drawing. It's part of our routine. It's what school teaches us. It's woven into our early education curriculum for good reasons. It taught us how to observe the world around us, and it showed us a way to be expressive and be creative. It allowed us to make something new with everyday tools around us. While I learned from various teachers different drawing techniques, what has gotten me really focused in drawing has always been portraits. When I was little, it was cartoon, manga, and anime characters. They were both interesting to look at and also to study. I can never get bored drawing them when I was little. It wasn't until in university that I got into painting. I learned acrylic and oil painting techniques through university courses. Obviously, I had to learn how to paint other things as well, but I still gravitated towards painting people the most. I find the human face really interesting to study. A face is such a simple construct. The most basic face could be created with just a circle and two dots. Yet, it can also be so complex and unique. Even among identical twins, you can observe subtle differences. On top of that, our face is capable of creating so many facial expressions. Human emotions can be simple. A smile or a frown can be quite easy to understand, but there are also expressions that are rather difficult to determine without context or movement. And when I study them, I think about the story behind the face, or rather, I create the story behind the face of my drawing. The moment they are captured, I've given them a story in my head. All of a sudden, there's a reason for their existence. It's also a way for me to remember that moment. What mood was I in? Did I have a stressful day? What else happened that was significant? I've realized that drawing every day has helped me remember the days as if I was writing a diary. Because everything that has happened that day somehow is also captured into my drawings in the sketchbook. But the main reason I've kept up with using a sketchbook is for practice. My original goal 2 years ago was to paint something every day to improve art. But with everything else going on in life, I can't possibly keep that up. So I resorted to using sketchbooks. I have separate sketchbooks for different mediums. I enjoy watching other artists on YouTube drawing in their sketchbook as well. Sometimes YouTube will recommend a video to me with the title, How to Fill a Sketchbook, or Ideas to Finish a Sketchbook. To be honest, in the beginning, I really didn't understand why. Because for me, a sketchbook isn't a means to an end. I'm not drawing in it with the hopes to create a masterpiece or art book. So what if it's messy? So what if a drawing I created has been ruined by water spill? So what if it's an ugly drawing? None of that should even matter. The activity of drawing in the sketchbook itself is the goal, not the completed sketchbook. Being able to continue with the sketchbook routine or the drawing process is actually the reward for me. Growing up, being able to draw has always helped boost my confidence as a kid. It helped me with making friends as I traveled abroad, and I had to learn a new language. I moved around a lot and had to make new friends in new schools. I've always found that being able to draw is just such a wonderful skill to have, as I can use it as an icebreaker and build connections with strangers. But the funny thing is, after university, my confidence took a hit as I entered the workforce and had to make money and live independently. I didn't feel my art can make money, and I think as a result of that, I no longer feel confident in my art, at least not confident enough to call myself an artist. It took me many years later until I feel like I'm actually not that bad, and that I should put myself out there and share my artwork and my art drawing process with others. I'm a firm believer in my next piece of work will be better than the last. The statement, believe in yourself, isn't meant to say, you are the best right now. It's meant as encouragement for you to continue doing what you are doing to become a better version of yourself. A lot of people would say that they could if they wanted to. They could be the best of something or could accomplish what you did, but they just chose not to. Another very common sentiment is timing. I would hear things like, if I started blah, 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 early days, I could have made it big. These type of hypothetical statements focus too much on what you can no longer control. If you believe in yourself, start something today. Start doing the things that you believe you could have done better. Timing doesn't matter. No one can know the future, and no one can shape your future except you and your actions. What do you think? Have you ever heard people around you say these things? Do you think I'm onto something? Have you ever wondered if it's too late to start something? Let me know. And thank you again for watching.